to the lovers of occult. I'm Theiam. In this episode, we want to talk about the levels of magic, the different levels that lovers of occult reach after going through years of austerity, rare sources of information, and finding masters. And whenever I think it is appropriate that they have completed a degree of apprenticeship, I will give them a position. Let's not include astrologists, fortune tellers, and spellcasters in these positions, and do not lower the dignity of these positions to the level of these people. Anyway, astrology is correct, which is one of the tools of occult, but it is a repeating cycle that a person does not need to have their third eye open to use it. And fortune telling is a very useful tool in occult, but since fortune tellers who are now in Iran, unfortunately, they are ignorant people and cannot do anything else. Not only their third eye is not open, but they do this for fun. They don't help, they give a lot of wrong advice. Anyway, it doesn't matter if you use a mobile application or an ignorant lady who talks nonsense. If the third eye of the person is not open, the things she tells you will not happen to you. And finally, the spellcasters who have little literacy have a little bit of Quranic literacy and have learned numerology, and they have created a position for themselves, and really they call themselves magicians. It's very funny that they use numerology and write a ramal and claim that they can solve problems. They themselves know that nothing has been done. You have written a spell. Has your spell ever done anything? People who have not received an answer from these people keep coming back. It is even more painful that the belief in this case has not yet disappeared. It's not like someone predicting your future or someone writing a spell for you will come true 50% of the time or not. Or does that person have the ability? Is their third eye open? Have they gone through the levels to the point where they can do magic or not? One will be right and one will be wrong. This is just luck. These are randoms. It is not something that this person told you you will die tomorrow and you will die tomorrow. And this did not come from the third eye. In the next level, we will reach the fake masters. Yes, you can see many of these fake masters now in this virtual space, various platforms of Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and other places, who advertise for themselves and with their very limited knowledge and very low level. One person is in the rank of a duke, but he claims to be a master in the event that he is still a surrender magician and there is nothing he can do. Generally, during the years that a person goes through the stages of magic, they start from the levels of surrender magic, which the dukes and our marquess. He reaches the levels of possessing magic. He takes so much austerity that the master gives him the title of Earl. The master gives him the title of Count. And then he reaches the levels of authorized spells, and then to the levels of master. I have been teaching occult for 20 years. I don't have more than 3 princes. I don't have more than 10 barons. Don't think that anyone who comes and says that I am an authorized wizard, he can really give permission. Everyone who comes says that I am a cult master. I don't have any master among my students. I have 21 books. Believe me, 11 of them have not been seen by my students either, because merit is required. They must work hard to be worthy of doing these magics. There are 2 other Persian masters in the whole world, and we don't have a grand master at all. I should not praise myself. This is not where I want to introduce myself, but the language of austerity is a language that everyone understands. A person who wants to fertilize his spiritual powers and break the seal of his chakras, they should at any point, from chakra 1, chakra 2, step by step, phase by phase, to satisfy the master and convince them that they are allowed to take a position. Many people enter occult for personal gain, but there is nothing wrong with them because of the years they spent in occult, get information, and the little magic they do can rise to the level of Marquess 3. They can taste the fruit of the beyond. Being a duke is the fruit of the beyond. It benefits everyone who does not want position and money in his life. who does not want fame in his life, who does not want love in his life. Being a duke is a gift that I am giving to humanity. You don't need to worship a god for years to give you a little fruit of the beyond. Beyond is for all humans. But if a person wants to go to a higher level, to understand his own mission from creation, what he should do, or again, open his third eye more in the second Marquess, these levels are not spurious. Does anyone dare to open their third eye? Does anyone dare to see the demon? The third Marquise is not for everyone. Seeing the demon at once, you finally wake up. What do you want to do to travel to his world? Do you have the courage? How about your generosity? If he gave you so much sustenance, would you be willing to give it to others? What about the dole of your knowledge? Would you be willing to give it to others? So you reject Marquis 3, and that student who says that I am a surrender wizard was a normal person who lived his life. It is a shame that he stayed asleep and died and did not understand why he came to this world at all. But the real students beyond, apart from of these fake masters, fortune tellers, astrologers, spellcasters, start from the first degree of Earl. They work hard, they become a count, they try harder, and they become a possessing wizard. And it takes a lot of effort to reach Baron and Prince level that they can give permission. But I still say that austerity is austerity. If a person takes a squade gate, it is austerity. Don't underestimate yourself. Being the first duke is not a low step. Many people come to this world and leave without having activated even one talent of one chakra, without having cleansed the pollution of this soul, these 7 chakras. Recently, many of our videos are subtitled in Arabic, and we have gained many Arabic-speaking audiences. A person claiming to be a master came and sat in front of me in the first Earl, and he just said, "I didn't know anything about the beyond. Master, upgrade me to a possessing magician." It's very difficult. He has had students for a lifetime. He has led the clergy for a lifetime to high levels, and now he is sitting in the 8th grade of our students. All the people who cannot afford to come to us and receive face-to-face training, many of them speak English as their second language they hardly speak. But as long as I'm alive, I will not let this knowledge disappear. At least in Iran, I have hundreds of dukes and marquess. My goal is to find the stars. If you have talent, I will find you eventually. You endure so much austerity that one day you will become a count, one day you will be a baron. Maybe you will be the next Grand Master. I have been looking for you for 20 years, and I finally found you.